So we have to start over?
Yes. Hello. Welcome back. In.
Again. We just drove for 5 minutes on a stream that was unlisted. Oops.
So we have to retell you the entire story. Story time with Oscapped while I make a new post.
So that was a relatively quick charging stop, but we had to take some extra time to make sure that the various things that we are using to map our journey along the way were all talking to each other, which they are. And there are a couple of ways that we can start this live stream that we're trying to reuse, and one of them accidentally just made the stream unlisted. So we killed that, started the new one. We should not have that problem again. And we are on our way. We are now leaving Pahrump, about to make a left turn, and we're going to head into Death Valley. Woo! Noodle, as navigator, has the Atlas Obscura app. And if you don't have this app, you should get it, because it's free and it's amazing. They're an amazing website. They have lots and lots of cool stuff. But they... so Noodle's going to follow along our route, and if there are additional things outside of what we've mapped at our charging destinations, then she will call them out and we'll go check them out. And that's how this is going to go. So our next charging stop is about... those were the water bottles. That's fine.
Something in the back seat just went boom.
Yeah, we might need to fix that. Because they're gonna keep making noise.
Yes.
Hold, please. Switches to brake. Okay.
We're back.
Sorry, I had to rearrange something in the back. So our next charging stop is about an hour away, but before we go charge, we will stop at the Harmony Borax Works, which is an old borax facility. I don't know how close I'll be able to get to it because it is now like a national landmark or some shit.
Or some shit.
There's some shit, yeah.
Very technical terms.
Something that's designed to interfere with YouTube streamers. Hate it. But we may be able to fly a drone. It's a little windy. We'll see what we can do. After we stop there, unless there's anything else that we do along the way, we will go to our next charging stop and we'll do the same thing. We'll end the stream, we'll charge, we'll come back. And we'll go to our next location. I was telling you about, I was telling you when I thought you were here. I was talking to myself, actually, because the stream was unlisted. But there is a place that we considered going to, but you also can't get to it, called Devil's Hole.
Oh, I really wanted to go to Devil's Hole.
Devil's Hole is crazy protected because inside of it, it's a fissure that's an entrance to a cave system that has never been fully mapped and is filled with water.
So it's in the middle of the desert, but there's like a hole and you go into it and there's water and there's fish and it's like a funnel and it goes really freaking deep.
It's like an inverted funnel, so it gets wider the further you go down. Their estimate is that it's about 900 feet deep in the first major area.
That's insane.
A number of people have died trying to swim in it. And it holds a species of fish called the pupfish.
Pupfish!
That are endangered and therefore protected.
Pups.
They only exist inside this cave system, and science people believe that they have existed for about 25,000 years.
Oh, ancient pups.
Ancient pups, super endangered, still evolving, and only located here. So you can't get into it. They have it fenced off, and there's probably like bad things that happen if you do, other than death. Death is bad, but you can also go to jail, probably.
Death is bad.
Or pay a fine. Or get yelled at by Ranger Bob.
Yes.
So
Devil's Hole sounds like a familiar name. There was another, there was a Devil's Hole, or like Devil's Blowhole or Devil's Butthole or something like that in Borderlands.
Oh, it might have
Wasn't
been
there?
Devil's Satan's Suckhole.
Satan's Suckhole!
Satan's Suckhole.
Wow.
Yeah, in Borderlands 3, I think.
Satan's Suckhole there.
That was a good map. Yeah.
25,000 years, that's a baby.
yeah, but if humans get in there, it won't go any further.
Yes.
Charles Manson is connected to Devil's Hole.
Of course he is. It has the word devil in it.
When Charles Manson was doing his thing before they killed everybody and he went to jail, and before he died.
He never killed anyone.
Well, before Charles Manson and his family.
Right.
Family. Charles Manson, the original Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel without cars.
That's what happens if you don't get your hands on some cars.
Yeah, I remember him. Dominic Toretto. Yeah, now he's got a swastika tattooed on his forehead.
Did I get a haircut? I did not. It's just really windy outside. I'll try to fix it. I did get it painted for the trip, though. See? No roots.
Charles Manson was wandering around Death Valley and he came upon Devil's Hole. And he sat outside of Devil's Hole and meditated. He was wandering around Death Valley because he believed that Death Valley, despite it being a desert, would offer up water and safety for his family. So he sat outside of Devil's Hole for 3 days meditating, and he believed that he could turn Devil's Hole into a home for the Manson family if he could only figure out how to drain it. Seeing as how it's 900 feet deep and a giant cavern, and that's connected to other cave systems that they haven't mapped out, there's basically no way that dude would have been able to drain it. So eventually
I suspect he did not succeed.
No, he didn't really try either. He just thought about it for a while and then gave up and went on with his life. He thought it would be easier to go and cut out Sharon Tate's baby.
They're saying Devil's Hole is not what they called Charlie Manson in the jail shower room.
Yes, except I think it was plural. Where are you going? Devil's Holes?
Devil's Holes.
I hear there's a sale. I don't think Charlie Manson actually had much trouble because
in prison?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he may have had some trouble. He was there for a long time.
I don't think anyone messed with Charlie Manson in prison.
He probably had supporters.
Probably. He probably created a new cult.
That's a nice house.
Not much is known about his life in prison. Nobody really cared until he got sick during COVID. And then people really lost their shit because he got COVID in prison during COVID. And
when it was all the rage and everybody was getting COVID.
Exactly. It was the fashionable thing to do.
Like, we had COVID before COVID was cool.
Yes.
Not really, no.
And he was already very old and feeble, and he got COVID, so he had to be hospitalized. And they took him out of his prison cell, and they rushed him over to the emergency room, and kept him alive and everything. And people lost their shit. They're like, you can't do that. He's a mass murderer. He's Charlie fucking Manson. They're like, we have protocol. He's a prisoner. We treat all prisoners the same way. He wasn't sentenced to die by COVID.
Yeah.
He was sentenced to life in prison. Or multiple lifetimes in prison. Their job is to keep him alive and as healthy as possible. So he can serve his sentence, exactly. But people didn't like it. There wasn't much to do during COVID, so it was hot news.
Yeah. It's like when you get tired of playing Wordle.
I got COVID long after everybody else did. Yeah, many people did. Well, now it's not a big deal at all. It's you just get it like the flu.
There's a guy from my lodge who was out last week for the meeting, and fortunately he didn't try to come to the meeting. He knew he was sick, but it turned out he had COVID. And I think that's really cool too. There are cool properties out here. Outside, I'm going to digress. These streams are all about stream of consciousness.
Yes.
That's really cool.
That's amazing.
People have big chunks of property out here, and they've built these weird hippie houses, and a lot of them are really neat.
They're very much like the camps that were built in Fallout.
Yeah. Or Earth ships.
Earth ships.
And people have big houses. You're out in the middle of nowhere, so granted, it's a stretch to get your Amazon deliveries, but land was probably cheap, and you can put up a house and bake in the sun.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff out here. And we talked about it last time on the stream as well. There's so much out here in the desert. You think of a desert as a big empty space, and it certainly appears very spacious, but there's so much, like you can't go a mile without running into something fun.
Yeah.
It's a creature or a structure or a dust devil
or a murder cactus,
or a murderer,
an abandoned mine, us. You know, somebody else is behind us, and they're like, "Yeah, everywhere I go, there's these YouTube people, and cameras and stuff like that."
Yeah, there's just a lot in the desert.
I sent a picture to Warren on Discord this morning of our streaming setup in here, and I wish there was a way you guys could see it because it's really cool.
Death Valley has relaxed building rules, they say.
Indeed.
It does. There's definitely no committee here for what your house is supposed to look like. Yeah. No regulations or anything. Raider Nazis! Someone was with us on the last stream. Sometimes there are Raider Nazis out here in the desert as well.
Yep.
We drove through one of those dry lake beds, and we found somebody made a swastika out of rocks, a big swastika, probably the width of this truck.
Bigger, yeah, like 10 feet across, visible from the air.
Maybe the length of this truck then?
Not visible from space, made it out of rocks. It was nicely done.
It was beautifully done, but
other than the fact that it was backwards. And a swastika.
Yeah, there's that. It was a little weird.
If you just look at it as like somebody took the time to create something, like they did a nice job, but they're still stupid.
They're still There's no fixing stupid.
No fixing stupid. Noodle knows a little bit about geology.
A little bit. I started getting into geology about 2 years ago when I got hit with a geology bug, and I really wanted to know everything about all these rocks, because we have some very beautiful
and old
rocks here, ancient rocks from the dinosaur days that are just sticking out of the ground. We have lots of fossils in our area, some protected, some public, that you can actually take home.
So you look out, like I'm looking out to my left here, and like on a rise a little ways away, there's just somebody's car. Like somebody just decided to just drive out there, and I want to drive out there and be like, hey, what are you doing? Like, what's over here that's so cool? There's probably something.
You guys are nerds. They're saying geology rocks.
Okay, you guys are nerds.
Nerds. I love it. I collect rocks from every location that I go. I collect a rock now. I will bring a rock back from this adventure. I brought back a rock from our last adventure, and also that little rivet that I found. The weird
the rusted bolt
thing. Yeah.
It's a cool bar name.
Yeah. And then I will put that rock in my little rock stash box, and I will catalog it, and it will get a name. It will get a pet name. All my rocks have pet names as well, like the sugar cube that actually looks like a sugar cube. And I will try to identify this rock, catalog it. For I have a very nifty geology book that helps rock enthusiasts identify their pet rocks.
I want a rock.
My favorite ones, I really like volcanic rocks. They're super fun and light. I like black rocks, black and shiny rocks, and of course crystals. And if a rock has anything blue in it, that goes into my collection too. Sometimes you get a blue vein.
There are 2 tour buses ahead of us, and these are people who paid money to go to Death Valley. Whereas you guys get to go to Death Valley for free. Well, and the occasional ad.
Right. There's that. Yes, if you collect rocks and you don't categorize them, that's just hoarding. Exactly. That's why it's important to categorize them. And then you're like, well, I'm not a hoarder, I'm a rock collector. It's different as long as they have their little numbers and they have their little picture in my catalog book. You know, I love my journals.
She does love her journals. You have drawings of all your rocks?
I have drawings of all my rocks in there.
There you go. So it's not just enough to have the rocks. She will draw the rocks in a book where she can talk about the rocks. Just in case the rock goes away.
Yes.
She'll have a picture of the rock to remember it.
The rock.
One day we will set these rocks free.
Not today. No, some of these rocks are very special. They will never be set free. I even have a radioactive rock.
I got her that as a present.
Mildly radioactive.
I also got her AIDS as a present once.
He did. Everyone's leaving the stream. Okay, so we were weird, right? One day we're
Speak for yourself, Kinosabi.
we're sitting around and we're thinking about, we're talking about gifts. It was around Christmas time. My birthday's close to Christmas, Christmas, holidays, end of the year
Not
stuff.
allowed to do birth mass.
No.
That rule was laid down early.
Even if your birthday's on the same day as Christmas, especially if it's on the same day, you do not mush them together. And mine is like not even close. My birthday's on the 19th.
That was on the 21st.
Christmas is on the 25th. 19th and the 25th are almost a week apart. It's just two totally
They might
separate,
as well be in a different year.
Yeah, two totally separate different holidays. And in fact, if you want to drop one, drop Christmas and give me a birthday gift because it's my holiday.
Unless you're Jesus.
Unless you're Jesus. Yes, then don't drop Christmas.
Do you think Jesus gets Christmas gifts? Or does he get Hanukkah gifts and then he gets Christmas gifts as well? Or does he get Hanukkah gifts and then a birthday gift?
He's Jesus. He gets whatever he wants. He paid for it. So we're sitting around talking about presents. And we're talking about all the gifts that he's given me, and I'm like, I don't think there's anything that you haven't given me yet. And he thought about it, and he's like, AIDS. I haven't given you AIDS.
Which is not a very good gift.
No. So we were laughing about it, and it became like a running joke. And then when the holidays came around, there was one box under the tree, and I open it, and in it is a plushie that's actually a model of AIDS.
The AIDS virus. Yeah, it's a plushie model of the AIDS virus, and you can get them for all sorts of diseases.
They're wonderful. It's adorable. It has like beady eyes and has a little smile. It's like a plushie, like the plushies that we have in the game, but it's an AIDS plushie. And he's like, there you go. Now I've given you AIDS.
And she still has it. It's on the nightstand next to her
the
bed.
kind of thing that sticks around.
Occasionally I'll pick it up and throw it at her, and I'm like, you caught AIDS.
Again.
And then she gives it back.
Rainsy says my son is December 15th. Happy birthday. Another Sagittarius. Yes, don't do birthday and Christmas. People calling out their birthdays the 20th.
My birthday is
26. Oh, somebody has 26.
My birthday is at the end of this month, and it is on a Tuesday.
Tuesday. We're going to have an Oscar happy birthday live stream.
That's right. Bring gifts.
Yes. What do you want for your birthday?
From you or from them?
From me.
I can't say.
Well, you get that every year on your birthday, so what else do you want on your birthday? That's how I should always ask it. What else do you want on your birthday?
I don't know. I mean, we're really hard for gifts because we kind of just get the things that we want. Like, I just bought Noodle 2 gifts last week. One was a graphic novel version of The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, it's so good.
And another one was a hydroponic growing kit for growing herbs. Because we're tired of going to the grocery store and spending $5 on a little packet of dill that you use once and then it goes bad. I would rather have a plant of dill that I can just like snip off a little piece of. So she set that up. They're just starting to germinate.
Yeah, they're so cute.
And
to life.
she's growing dill, rosemary, basil, cilantro, chives, oregano, and rosemary.
And rosemary, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they should all be tiny plants by the time we get home.
So I could have
It's
waited.
difficult.
I could have been like, oh yeah,
wait.
I'll get that for her in 3 months, and then been like, surprise, but I want to give it to her now.
And with him, it's even more difficult because he buys stuff for himself. Like immediately, the second that something pops up on his radar as I want this, he just gets it.
Amazon, baby.
So there's no way of, I'll get him this.
Very poor impulse control.
This thing that he's wanted all this time. It's very tricky. So it has to be something thematic and fitting and humorous often. I think I'm easier to shop for because he can get me a rock from a desert. And I'll be like,
yeah, that's true.
Rock from a desert.
I can get her like a
This is
bolt
really
from the hardware store. She'll be like, oh my god, it's the best gift ever.
In Chile, it was actually more.
Oh.
It was more interesting to get
She
him
was
gifts.
crafty.
Because, I would have to smuggle things in from outside the country. Because Chile didn't have many things. But if he wanted a particular tool, for instance, like
skill saw.
This,
Or not, Makita.
The Makita is what I was
the
thinking
Makita
of.
saw,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then only a few stores have it. It's difficult to get it. You have to pre-order it, or you have to order it from some other country. And that actually made it easier for me because he couldn't go out and get the thing himself. So I had a little bit more time. And then I smuggled him in the glasses, the magnifying glasses for crafting.
Those things are super cool.
Those were very difficult to get. We were doing a lot of RC stuff, actual old school RC, where you build your drones and you do the soldering yourself and the programming yourself, actually build the drone. And that's a lot of really fine work, especially the tiny solder. And having crafting glasses with different lenses that you can switch to different magnification with a headlamp installed in there is a good idea. Better than just having regular glasses or a magnifying glass. But they didn't sell anything like that in Chile, so I had to talk to one of my friends in the United States, one of my clients, who helped me get it. I had to secretly negotiate with her. Like, I gave her some free lessons so that she would buy this thing so that he wouldn't see that I paid for something.
Right,
so
I'm going through the finances, and I'm like, what's this
yeah,
purchase?
So he wouldn't accidentally see what it is. So I had to work out a different payment style with her so she would buy it with her own money and send it to me.
This is before the days of OnlyFans.
Yes. And we still have it. It's a very cool
it's on my shelf. I use it all the time.
Very, very cool thing.
I can't tell if that's a church or a prison. It's got like a tower on it.
Is there
That whitish building over
difference?
there. Is there a difference between church and prison? Sometimes, yes.
It could be a water tower.
It could be a water tower. Okay. That didn't occur to me.
It's neither.
Dust devil out there in the distance by that little road that's going off into the foothills.
Oh, yeah.
We get big dust devils out here. Big bada dust devil.
Bada devil. We
right.
even drove through one once.
Up ahead, you can hopefully see the striations in the rocks, and the red rocks are rocks that are high in iron, right?
Yes, red is iron. Those are amazing. They are actually, yeah, you can see on the screen, there's of course a little bit of atmospheric perspective happening, so everything's a little bit blue in the distance, but...
That's an art term, kids.
Up close.
Atmospheric perspective. You listen to the Smart Channel right now.
But up close, and on a clear day, you can see that those rocks are actually bright red. They're beautiful. And I have one of those in my super special rock collection. It's like burgundy, red brick red. Amazing, beautiful rocks. And of course, if you drive through that area, you'll have red dirt and mud on your boots forever.
Forever, yeah. That stuff stains.
Forever. There's one place where we used to go for flying paramotors that we may go back to again. But it's far from home. It's in California, and they have red mud on their property, and the entire runway is red dirt. Oh, 2 dust devils ahead now.
Yeah, I saw the second one picked up.
And every time we go there, our clothes get completely destroyed. Yeah, like you kneel once to do something, and you have red stains on your pants forever.
Yeah. Can they see these now, do you think?
I can on the preview screen, yes.
So we got 2 dust devils, one on the left and one on the right. Big dust devils. Dust devils are a sign of unstable air and thermic activity, and one of the first indicators that you should not be flying a paramotor.
Stay away from, and not even, you shouldn't be flying it close to it. You shouldn't be flying it anywhere in this area, because you can see those dust devils, but they can form anywhere. This entire section is tainted now. The scenery is really cool, they're saying.
Cool.
I am so tired of haboobs this year.
Ah.
Haboobs!
Haboob! What a great name, right?
I love that word, because it has boobs in it.
I have a question for those of you who are watching. One thing that we noticed on the test stream last time was occasionally our video would freeze and the audio would continue, and then the video would unfreeze. I have made a change where the video is now buffering so that if the network latency changes between the cameras and the laptop, that it should, have some buffer. So what I want to know is, is the video freezing occasionally, or is it consistently fine? And after the last stop, so basically from the beginning of this stream on, is our audio in sync with the video, or is it out of sync, where like my lips are moving, but you're hearing what I'm saying either before or after?
I will wait for it's been smooth, they're saying.
There's about a 10-second delay, because we added buffering for YouTube, so that we have lots of margin. So there's about a 10-second delay between when we do something and when you guys see it. So just understand that if you see something, we saw it 10 seconds ago. There's a third dust devil now.
Time travel. We are coming up on an architectural oddity. It is called the Armagosa Opera House, and it is a hand-painted theater in the desert. It is going to appear on the next large intersection that we come across, called the Death Valley Junction.
Okay.
I think we will not be able to miss it. I think it's going to be like right there on the crossroads.
Okay.
And it will be a hand-painted theater.
We will jump out if we see it, and we will take a look. The Amargosa Theater?
Amargosa Opera House.
Amargosa Opera House. I'm telling y'all, like, Atlas Obscura, just get that. No matter where you live, there is weird stuff.
Weird shit.
All around you that's just super cool to go to.
We got a report from the house sitter. Yes, River and I have been in bed sleeping. Just woke up.
Lazy dogs.
Loving the weighted blanket. Awesome.
We get up at 4:30 in the morning regularly, so getting up at 4:30 in the morning to go out on a trip is like nothing for us. Star Pony does not get up at 4:30 in the morning, but very sweetly, she got up at 4:30 to see us off and went right back to bed.
Yes, it was super sweet. And I told her that she can shift the schedule to her needs. Like if she wants to get up at 6, if she wants to get up at 7, as long as she shifts the dog with her.
Yeah.
Like if she gets to a point where the dog lets her sleep in.
Yeah, that's the funny part. The dog's not going to let her sleep in. The dog's going to be like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Come on.
Yeah, up. She'll
human.
be up there with her one ear up.
We got stuff to do.
I'm like, if you can get her to let you sleep in, keep that. Lots of dust devils today.
Yeah.
Keep her up as late as possible. Let her sleep in. Do whatever you guys want. Have a party.
Hold on one moment.
Where would you like to go?
Amargosa Opera House. Nope.
I'm having trouble with the connection. Please try again later.
Connection.
How many of you feel that Apple Intelligence is like one of the stupidest things out there?
Yeah, intelligence is not a good name for it. Okay, we're getting super positive feedback on sound and picture. Everything is smooth.
And sync and everything.
1,000% better than last stream.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, there's actually water in that.
Oh my god. Yes.
That's crazy.
Oh, there, all the dust devils are having a party over there.
Dust Devil party. Yeah, there's a Dust Devil drug dealer out there.
I think, yes. I think that white building up ahead is the theater.
Okay. We have no cell coverage out here. I see we have like 1 bar of cellular. It's just amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing.
The fact that we're able to stream from the road is mind-blowing.
Yeah. Yeah. There's an abandoned something over there. Go look at that. Because why the hell not?
Off-roads, kids. Who needs roads?
I am always wondering about abandoned structures.
We love abandoned structures.
This was oh, hush. This was something that somebody built at some point.
And cared for and lived in or used in some way. Could be a silo, maybe?
I have no idea. We'll see.
So on off-road, the picture will be a little bit bouncy for you guys, but most of this trip will be on a regular road, so don't worry. We just spotted something cool and now we have to go hunt it. That's how our wasteland adventures go. There isn't actually a road here.
Nope.
It's for real off-road. Not a silo. It looks like a big cube with graffiti on it.
Lots of broken glass.
Ooh, yes. Well, we can drive around it.
Yeah, I'm not going to get out and switch to the... Well, if we're close enough, I can actually use the NDI cam.
A strange little building. It does have a water attachment for a fire hose. And more water pipes coming out on the side.
They can't see it, so I'm going to jump out real quick with the... We're going to switch to NDI on the phone. And...
That was my cue, I think.
No, that was not your cue yet. Hold, please, while we switch to a different camera. NDI HX camera. I'm not going to bother, like, hooking up the gimbal.
They want to know what the temperature is like right now.
It's actually quite nice today. It is...
In the 80s?
Yeah, it's 84 outside. Okay, switch to NDI, Demon NDI camera.
I'm an NDI camera.
And you see...
But I have to be on roaming.
Oh, you have to be on scene roaming, yes. Demon NDI camera. There's no picture? No, you selected it already. There's no picture?
There's no picture, no.
I feel like it changed my settings. Hold, everybody. Please. Come down here to roaming. And click down and see if Demon is in the list.
That actually works.
No, that doesn't work. Is Demon in the list?
No, it's not.
It has to be in the list. Okay, switch back to chatting. Oh, it's because Wi-Fi is off. That's why. Hold, everybody. We're switching. We're trying to switch out to my phone here. Okay, switch back to scene roaming. Demon NDI camera. Does Demon show up on the list now?
No.
Close that and reopen it. Cancel and then open process.
Roaming.
So now click. No. Yeah. Roaming.
Roaming.
No, roaming. Demon NDI camera properties.
You have unsafe changes.
Cancel, because I don't think there was any unsafe changes. Properties. Okay, fine. Save. I don't know what it's doing. Demon NDI camera. Does Demon show up?
No.
Fuck. What the fuck? Switch back to chatting. And let me sit where you are.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Noodle Pants.
I don't sound like that.
And I am trying to get my camera to work so that I can show you the cool thing. Hold on, please. Streaming. So every time I switch off of this, it's because I have to switch to the scene that has this thingy in it. So give me a sec here. I'm sorry about this. Roaming, Demon, NDI camera, properties. Drop down. Succeed. There we go. There we go. Okay, now there's probably going to be echo because you're hearing me here and here. So temporarily, I will mute that. And now I will take you on a short trip. It's going to be windy as all hell. I'm not switching out to the mics, but I'm just going to walk around real quick and you'll be able to see this weird structure that we're looking at. off. Close the car door so that you don't get wind noise there as well. So yeah, so you got this wackadoo weirdness. So this is something that somebody built some time ago that's falling apart. All right, so just back to chatting or something.
Back to chatting.
Yeah.
That was pretty freaky.
So I'm curious how that experience was.
Did you see the second story all bulged out on the other side?
Yes. Yeah, it does not look like it's in any kind of state at all.
No, not at all. But the water connectors, what do you make of those?
I have no idea. I'm surprised that there's no entrance to it.
Yes, there are no doors.
There's no doors.
There's a solid flat first story with the water connectors. And then there's the second story with the windows. It's very much like a camp structure that somebody built with relaxed building rules.
Yeah.
And forgot to attach a door. Curiouser and curiouser. And of course it says...
Are we in driving?
Yes, we're in driving now.
So when I took the phone out and was walking around with it, first of all, could you guys hear anything over the wind? I'm guessing no. And I went behind the building at one point, and I'm guessing that it probably froze until I came back into range. So let me know how that experience was.
Somebody ran out of resources building this thing.
Yeah, they did.
Maybe a pumping station.
But there's no entrance. Like, whatever was in there, they sealed it up, and then they were like, all right, whatever. It's quite strange.
So weird. Yeah, maybe they had a door and they plastered over it.
Possible. But why?
I will be able to read the comments after we get back on flat ground. Because right now they're very motion blurred. Waz is here! Hello!
Oh man, so much.
Glass and
cans.
Rusted cans. Like one of our resource producers that makes rusted cans. We talked about collections on our streams, on our adventure streams before, how trash gathers in its kind. If you have cans, it's going to be all cans of the same kind. If you have chairs, it's going to be all chairs of the same kind. Here we have broken green glass bottles.
Switch to roaming, and then you should be able to... No, you don't have to get out. Just to hold that up to your window so that it adjusts, and then show them. Move it from side to side. Well, that's going to pick up a lot of wind.
But at least they'll see.
And then you can zoom in on the left. You have like, you're at 1x, so if you want to like zoom in, you can go just tap the screen. And then, yeah, it just stretches for like a few hundred meters, feet, something, of just stuff. Switch back to chatting. I'm driving.
Crazy, right? Watch out for death claws. Dude, I love death claws, but I would not like to see one in real life.
Well, y'all saw I stabbed one or shot one. I stabbed him to
You
death, right?
stabbed
I
him.
stabbed a death claw to death without without him knowing I was even there.
It was so cool when you were sneaking behind the death claw and you like right on his heels, literally. And the death claw had no idea. Like he's already stabbed, he's already limping, but Oscap's like creepy behind him. Now, can you collect aluminum or lead from it?
Yeah, probably you can collect tetanus.
Probably.
Okay, welcome to historic Death Valley Junction, home of the Amargosa. It's the thing that slides in the cold shoe mount behind you.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Maybe when we stop, because I don't
You have to
know.
rotate it 90 degrees, and then it just slides in. Okay, so here we have something that claims to be the Amargosa Opera House, but it doesn't look very exciting to me.
Perhaps it's painted on the inside.
Oh, painted on the inside.
Yeah. I got it in.
Good job. And the Amargosa Hotel.
Okay, so this is the opera house. It does have some weird
Hold
things.
on, they can't see it. We're gonna have to roam.
Go for a walk.
Load. And you can hold it out to demonstrate.
Here it is. The
Well,
opera house.
This is actually the hotel. The opera house is behind us. You turn.
Let me show.
Here, I will
No.
go up and make a right turn. So that you can
Proceed to the route.
ignore that.
Proceed to the route.
So we could come out
Proceed to
here
the
and we
route.
could stay at the Amargosa Hotel if we so desired.
Is it even open?
The opera house? I don't think so. I wish there was a way that you could tell Apple Maps to just shut the hell up. Like, I'm doing something, but she will every 10 seconds be like, proceed to the route.
It's like,
Proceed
you
to
think
the
I'm
route.
Stupid?
Proceed to the route. Wow, this place actually has sandbags up in front of the doors.
Yes, it does. I see the sandbags.
And this is the guest entrance.
Restricted area.
This,
So there you go. This is our hotel.
This is such a shithole. We should come stay here.
We should. They're saying it's probably bigger on the inside.
Huh.
I can only imagine. Well, apparently the opera house itself is very colorful and all hand painted.
So for them to have sandbags in front of the doors says that this place floods
Regularly.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't even rain season.
I mean, you can see that it looks like there's dirt and such, like water with silt has crept all the way up there. So probably this is subject to flash flooding of some kind. And yeah. All right, you can switch back to chatting.
It's quite cool. The app, the weird location app that I'm using, actually just gave me a pop-up that we're near a special place.
Oh, that's great. Okay,
Yeah.
so we can take advantage of that.
I mean, we're literally on top of this marker, but it's still pretty neat. I bet you can tell it's the distance from interesting locations
Maybe. That would be nice.
that you prefer.
Yeah,
Like
the
if I'm
radius of
within
interest.
yeah, like if I'm within 5 miles, tell me.
I think we should totally come stay here sometime.
I think we should. We love shitty motels too. We have a very interesting relationship with motels and hotels. We've stayed in a bunch because we travel so much. And while we've stayed in some luxurious places, those are actually quite boring. Because there's nothing to make fun of. And you're like, okay, I have this luxurious room. But we also do a lot of things outside of the hotel. So when we go on a trip, like we're out doing stuff, and then we just come home and pass out in the bed. I don't actually care that my room is luxurious.
Okay, we just drove past. I kind of wish that we could stream. We have a 360 camera. We actually have 360 cameras.
Yes.
And it is theoretically possible to stream. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, man.
About 31 miles. Continue straight on.
Oh, except it streams through the phone. Okay, I will try to make this work. I'm like trying to figure out what camera to look at. I will try to make this work for the future. What we would have to do is we would have to set up a second stream that streams in 360. And so it would come off of a single camera.
Oh, can they drag?
And then you can drag. So like if I look off to my left, you can drag the view to see what I'm looking at. We would mount the 360 camera outside. So of course they have a dispensary.
A dispensary.
They don't have houses, but they probably grow there. They've got greenhouses and a dispensary. That's a grow farm, a grow job, a grow place. I don't know, you potheads. You guys have your weird terminology. That's a place where the shit gets done.
A nursery?
So, I don't think you call it a nursery when it grows weed. I think maybe you just call it a grow. I don't know what
Plants are plants. It's a nursery.
Okay, it's a marijuana nursery. How old are we? Anyway, we would have to have 2 streams running. So there would be one stream that would be all of this, and then you could have a second stream that you're watching where you could actually like circle around and look at everything that we're looking at in 360, and it would be outside the truck.
They love this idea.
I think that would be pretty badass. It might require another iPhone because the way that you do that is through the app. And right now our phones are pretty heavily tasked. Noodles is running Atlas Obscura plus the buttons to switch between the different scenes for OBS, and mine is running navigation and occasionally is the streaming camera. We actually have a third iPhone, but we lost it somewhere in the house.
Yeah, it's quite funny. You know, some people lose their pocket change or, I don't know, a business card or something. We lost an entire iPhone.
We lost a whole iPhone, yeah.
In fact, I was telling Star Pony, our friend house sitter, I said, you know, our house is your house. Feel free to go through the drawers, through the cupboards if you need to find something. Like you're looking for, I don't know, more toilet paper. Just go through our stuff and look for whatever you need to. There's nothing secret here. Our house is your house. In fact, we have a missing rogue iPhone somewhere. If you find it, let us know.
Yeah. We started watching Portable Door last night. If any of you have seen Portable Door, it's adorable.
Good.
Adorable.
But
in there, the kid is looking for a door that has the ability to hide itself. It's a portable door. And that's how I feel about the iPhone. Like, it will try to hide from you. You have to pretend you're not looking for it if you wish to find it.
yes, I think that's how it will have to be with our iPhone. We have to pretend that we're not trying to find it, and maybe it will come up. People are all talking about gummies now.
We're a fan.
We love gummies. Where we live, pretty much everything's legal, so gummies are very easy to come by.
Yeah, all THC and CBD products and variants thereof are legal in Nevada. So I'm not big on smoking. I haven't been a pot smoker since high school. I wasn't a pot smoker then.
You don't like any kind of smoking at all anymore. You just don't like smoke.
Well, I don't like smoking pot because I can't regulate the dosage, and I end up just sitting on the couch for 8 hours wishing that I wasn't stoned. Whereas with gummies, I can regulate the dosage better. So I can take a quarter of one or an eighth of one, and I can microdose with it if I want. And then there's variants of it, like I could do the creative one, or the focus one, or the I want to giggle one, or the whatever.
You can do stuff that you can still go out on and like drive legally and not get in trouble.
I don't like being non-functional.
Same here. When I was a young pup in my tattoo years, a lot of my tattooist friends would smoke while working, smoke pot while working, and I could never understand that. Like the guy who did this tattoo for me, Willie was excellent.
I remember Willie.
Willie was so cool, but he was a proper pothead. He
even grew weed in his tattoo joint.
Yes, he did not hide it. He was smoking all the time. You walk in, you just walk into a cloud of smoke. And just being there, you get high. But he would start smoking in the morning. He would smoke all day. He would smoke through every single tattoo session. And he was functional. Like, he did that tattoo in the same amount of time that it would take me to do that tattoo. He did it perfectly. It's still really good. I have no idea. I would not be able to work on somebody's tattoo if I was that stoned. We had a DJ friend as well, Noms.
Noms.
Noms is another super stoner
DJ Nomenon.
who can only make music when he's super stoned. Like, I don't know. I don't think you'd be able to make anything while stoned.
No, I can make a big indentation in the couch.
Right?
That's about the extent of it.
Yeah. So everyone is very different.
I like that marijuana has evolved into a science. You know, back in my youth, there was like skunk, and then there was like kind buds, and there was shake.
Now there's a lot more.
And now, like, they've like cooked it down. They're like, oh yes, this is the variant type BO1 strand of the family of the blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'll go in to buy some gummies, and like, have you tried the yada yada? It's descended from the royal line of blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Right?
Like, I just want to like be able to like feel a little less anxious and enjoy my evening. And they're like, oh yes, well you want this.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
fine.
like you have to learn a whole new language to go into that store. It's a little bit intimidating. The Canadian Borax does tattoos and says it actually helps me focus when I tattoo.
Nice.
That's exactly how it was with my friend Willie. It helped him focus, and like, I've worked with him and he's worked on my skin. Like, he was on point. It's just, that's how his brain is wired.
Tell them about the tattoo that we're getting.
Okay, so we're getting prison tattoos on this trip. We're getting matching tattoos. This will happen on the 12th. That part we may be able to stream, and that will be fun for you guys. You can see how
Watch me cry.
differently we react to big tattoos.
Like, I'll tell you anything to stop hurting me.
And I'll be like, bring it. More. I love it. I love getting inked by other people. I've done so many tattoos on myself, and while it's fun and awesome because you're in control and you can do whatever, it's just so much fun for me to lay back and let someone else work on me. I love it. It's like going to a spa for me, getting tattooed by another person. It's amazing. And I especially love if somebody else designs the tattoo for me, because I've spent years designing tattoos, and I'm a little bit of a control freak when it comes to my own designs, as all artists are. So I really like to be able to give my idea to an artist and just let them put their own twist on it. And this is what we're doing on this trip. I reached out to the artist and I sent him a million ideas of what I think we should get. And he said, don't worry about it, I'll take care of you. We're going to come up with something super cool and you're okay to go. We're going to get matching tattoos. They're going to be not big, maybe like yay big. Yay big.
Bigger than a bread box? How big is it in inches?
It's going to be about 3 inches or under. And he's not impressed. 3 inches. It doesn't even fit in the video.
In the frame.
In the frame. Ink therapy, yes. For me, it's like ink therapy. I love getting inked. I mean, obviously, there's some parts of the body that are super sensitive, and it's very painful to get ink there. But we're gonna do something generic. Like, I have some empty spots here on my arm. It's not gonna be on our neck. And no, it's not Fallout related. Since the entire trip is about locks and security, mostly, I sent a bunch of sketches of keys. I thought we could do a matching key, but the key itself will be split into 2 parts, 2 halves. One super analog, like me, and one very digital and technical, like him. And then as I was sketching those, I sent him a bunch of like back of a napkin sketches that I did. As I was sketching them, some negative space shapes was starting to form naturally. So I'm like, oh, we should work in skull there, because like, it's a prison tattoo. We should have a skull in it, right? Like, who doesn't love skulls in their tattoos? So it's going to be elegant, have some filigree work in there, a little bit gothic on my side of the key. Very, very much like a Beltalowda tattoo on your side. More pixelated, techie. I told him to keep it simple. I tend to spin out of control with my designs, and they get very fine in detail. And that usually requires going larger scale. But I want to keep this tattoo on a small scale, so I told him simplify it as much as you want. But those are the requirements. It has to be a key, it has to have two sides, analog and digital, and somehow work in a skull. And then I just kept sending him sketches, and it was like image vomit, like over and over again. And at the end, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'll stop. Okay, this is the last one. He's like, yes, I get the idea. I get it. I love that noodle. Thank you. So you guys will get to see it. Maybe we'll stream it. We'll definitely film parts of it, and of course, you guys will see photos of it. I have not gotten ink in a very long time. My last tattoo. Your last tattoo was with me, right?
I think it was the cherry tree.
The cherry tree, yes. That was only 3 sessions on the back of his ankle.
But it was a long time ago. That was in the house on
Concon?
Was that in Concon?
Yes.
I thought it was in
No, it was in Concon. It was in my room that was painted black and pink. And I had my massage table. I had an amazing massage table that I would use for my tattoo clients, and the table can be rearranged. It can be put into a chair that you relax in too, or it can be stretched out completely horizontally for a back massage, and you have the resting pillow for your face, the round one. So if I'm working on somebody's back or the back of somebody's leg, I can put them face down on the massage table, and they're super comfortable. And I did your back of the leg tattoo in that table in Concon. And my last tattoo was actually my last tattoo that I did ever on anyone. It was the final farewell tattoo, and it's the Japanese symbol that's a single brush stroke that forms a circle, and it's a symbol of nothing ever really has an end. So even though it was my final tattoo, it's not the end of my artistic journey. All of my tattoos have really nerdy meanings. Some kind of historical or artistic significance, or in most cases psychological. I love massage tables, they're so comfy. Yes, that table was amazing. We got it on the equivalent of the landscape is changing.
The landscape is changing. We're entering a fee area, so we're going to have to actually pay to continue on this journey. Driving off designated roads prohibited. There's like a really beautiful thing over here that I was going to fly, but since we can't fly, let's just have you show it to them. With driving with my knee here, totally safe. Okay, so that's up. If you switch
that's
to
a great question.
roaming.
I will get.
Oh, except now we went behind a rock thing. So try and get this like. Oh, now they can't see it at all.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we missed it.
But wait till we come around the thing. Also, it was totally whited out, so
Yes.
you have to like tap on it to get it to change.
Yes, got it.
It was
Okay.
this beautiful mountain thing there.
There it is.
It's not quite as epic in that little phone screen as what it was looking like a couple minutes ago. But it's the mountain. So we're in Death Valley. The mountainous landscape around here is stark and beautiful. We have lots of volcanic stuff going on the side over here. There's like a little road thing over there that I could have probably gone and driven on. But
Oh, that's a nice off-road road.
yeah, but
That's
I missed
beautiful,
it.
Both of them. There's a really windy one, and there's just a slopey one.
So
have some
maybe
nice
maybe
rock
we should
radials.
put the camera on the outside of the truck.
Okay, yeah, they will get more of the scenery.
Yeah, because there's some beautiful stuff in here, and we've got another 30-ish minutes, so we can stop right here, and I will move the road camera to the outside of the vehicle.
I love massage tables because they are so much more affordable than tattoo chairs. Yes. I got that massage table for a very good price. This was back in Chile.
Switch to chatting.
And we had something like Craigslist or whatever that other place is called.
eBay.
eBay, yes, eBay. something like that, but Chilean. And I got it.
Mercado Libre.
Mercado Libre, yes. I got it secondhand from Seuss, and she's only had it for like a month. She just got something different. It wasn't working for her, so it was practically brand new. And I just went to her house and picked it up, and it was like $100, like the equivalent of $100. It was so worth it. I loved that thing for a very long time. My God, my hair is a total mess. Every time I come out, it's really windy. So that thing, even just having it set up in my studio, I had a home studio. I was a commissioned tattoo artist, so I would meet up with my clients one-on-one. I always did custom designs for my clients. And then I just had a studio set up in my house. And I would also do house calls. So if I did house calls, I had the table actually folded. And I would take my massage table with me. I would fold it, put it on my shoulder. I would take it with me to a client's house, unwrap it, and then I would set up like an entire tattoo studio in their house. It was amazing. But if clients came to me, then I just had it set up in my shop, in my room. And you could just sit in it and hang out because it's super comfy. So that was dope. The Canadian Lorax asked about opinion on AI. I will wait for Oskep to get back in the car for that one because obviously we love AI. We use a lot of AI on our channel and in our art. And we have very strong opinions on AI and also AI haters. And before I get carried away with my speech on AI, I felt the gravel pull over. Yeah, it was very textured. Definitely, I felt it too. This truck is excellent for off-roading. We're so happy with it. Even though we're considering switching back to a fuel truck, we are still very much loving this setup.
Not ready
No,
yet.
not yet?
No.
Okay, I will continue to entertain them with hand puppets.
Did they say they're loving this setup?
They're loving the setup, yes.
Thank you. I'm glad.
My tattoo artist friend lives in Las Vegas and works on the Strip. Way cool. There are lots of tattoo shops there. I stopped doing tattoos about 10 years ago. No, 4 years ago? Yeah. I did tattoos for 10 years. I stopped maybe a year or two before we left Chile, and then we've been here for 4 years. So probably 6 years ago, I stopped doing tattoos. And when we arrived here, and like I go places and I meet people, and they're like, "What do you do?" And tattoos always come up because I'm covered in tattoos, and everyone is always asking me about them. And I'm like, "Yeah, I did most of this myself." Blah blah blah. And here in Vegas, they're like, "Oh my God, where can I get ink from you? Where's your shop?" Like, this would be an excellent place to be a tattoo artist. I could actually make good money here. But I'm so over it. I'm so over working with people. It was fun while it lasted, but it was over like that for me. I was just done one day, and I'm like, so ready to do something else. And that's when I opened my art academy and I started teaching online rather than working one-on-one with people, because after a decade of commission work one-on-one, it's exhausting. It drains you a lot and you're not having fun anymore. And I've worked with tattoo artists who are burnt out, and it's not a good experience, so I didn't want to subject my clients to that either. That's just not professional.
Okay, switch back. And hopefully I have it at a decent angle where we'll get like some road and some...
It looks good.
Well, but we're not necessarily level.
Right.
So we don't know. I also zoomed it out a lot. So let's drive for a moment and see how it looks, and if we need to pull over and make an adjustment.
So we had a question, and everyone was waiting for you to get back so that you can give your 2 cents on this as well.
Oh, there's a fly.
There is a fly. Yes.
We'll deal with him.
Oskep has an amazing superpower to catch flies, but I think...
Well, not catch, kill.
Yep. Neutralize.
Okay, how does that look?
That looks kind of perfect. It's kind of perfect. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's great. It doesn't need an adjustment. The question is about AI art. How do we feel about it? And how do we feel about all the AI haters out there?
the AI haters are people who are who have a difficult time with change. And I don't like that lens cap flapping around. I'm going to go out and pull it off.
Okay.
Have a difficult time with change. There are people who are upset, for example, the authors of books that were used to train the models at Anthropic are justified in their rage. But musicians who complain about AI music are really complaining about the fact that they trained for years to make music that now anybody can make with a few words. And I understand that. I trained for years and operated as a professional in systems, network, security administration, software development. Like, I know everything there is to know about the internet. And now you can just sit down with ChatGPT and be like, write me an application that does whatever, and it just spits it out. And while that's frustrating for me, I recognize that that's the evolution. And so that is what it is. AI is scary and and also difficult to understand. It's basically a black box.
And also a very vast field. It's unfair and unprofessional to call everything AI. Like, what does AI encompass? It's image generation, it's voice generation, it's music generation, it's animation of images. It's such a vast field. It's like saying math is bad, math is dangerous. Well, what part of math? There's so much that's math. Or like saying that sex is bad. Well, sure, yeah, if there's no consent, then it's bad. If it's violent and if it's out of the blue and there's no agreement, then certainly it can be a crime, but sex itself as a field isn't a crime or is bad in any way. It's the same thing with AI. You can't say that AI is this or it is that. Math sucks. Math is hard. It doesn't mean that it sucks. There's a difference.
When something is big and scary, a natural response is to attack it.
And it's perfectly fine. It's just that you have to recognize that it's your natural resistance to something new. What I don't like about the AI haters is that they're horrifically uneducated. They're like flat earthers. So they put everything into this box of AI bad, and they don't think. They pick up on memes, like somebody said.
Hold on. You just said that they don't think. I would like to interject here and say that along with etiquette and manners going the way of the dinosaur, so has critical thinking.
Yes.
Holy shit, look at this in front of us.
Wow.
This is beautiful.
Are those dunes?
They look like they could be dunes, yeah.
It looks like there is yellow sand there, and it looks like there's blue sand there.
Oh, I'm so glad I put that camera on the outside for you guys.
That's incredible. What a nice reveal. I'm trying to get my foot out of my boot. Because apparently, I really hurt my feet during that jiu-jitsu class.
Oh, yeah, my feet hurt too.
So that's why you see me wiggling here. I'm trying to wiggle out
Wiggly
my
noodle
boots.
pants. Wiggly noodle pants.
Yeah.
Live, in person.
So what people have done is they've picked up on these memes, and one of the memes is AI is stealing from the artists. And it got narrowed down to this one sentence of it's plagiarism, it's stealing from the artists, it's unethical. And it doesn't mean anything anymore. It got so warped, and it's so general that there's no point in repeating can occur. If I take Rihanna's voice and make a song with her voice and release it as Rihanna's new single, then that's absolutely unethical. Because I am monetizing on her talent, on her voice, on her skill. Like, you don't do that.
I'm going to go pay the fee and use the restroom.
Okay. I will continue talking to them about Rihanna.
If you need to take a break,
The truck will stay on?
Yeah, the truck will stay on.
Okay.
So you can either switch to taking a break, or you can just leave them here and they'll just watch
I
blank
will be
screens.
okay. I have plenty to tell them about.
Okay.
This is my stage. So stuff like that is unethical. If somebody took our voices from this channel without our consent and used our voice with AI tools to narrate their book and say that this is a book narrated by Noodle and Oscapt, or without even giving us credit, used our voice, that would be unethical. But people who see my thumbnails that are done mostly with AI and scream, "You're stealing from artists," are just uneducated hicks. Because I am that artist in question. I am the artist who went to art school and who actually illustrates and teaches people how to draw. And it was my art in collection with millions of other people who helped teach the AI program to be what it is. And I'm absolutely grateful that these programs exist. So if a program that creates images from scratch was trained on every single piece of art, including my own, that's out there, it's not stealing from those artists. It had to learn because it was learning a language. It can't draw a face unless it knows what a face looks like. It can't draw a brushstroke unless it knows what a brushstroke looks like. So having used our mass public art, everything that was out there that's not copyrighted, to create this engine that's able to learn and evolve on its own, has nothing to do with stealing. Evolve or die, exactly.
There you go.
But people don't think, like Oskep said, there's no critical thinking. So in case of thumbnails, for instance, the thumbnails that I make for our videos, I use a program called Midjourney, and Midjourney creates images. So I can give it a prompt, like they all start with imagine. The prompt can be imagine a young woman with black bobbed hair and bangs and black rimmed glasses. All of my prompts start that way, wearing a pink vintage dress with an explosion behind her, looking surprised. And it will spit out a bunch of images. All of them will be garbage. I'll pick one that's the closest to what I'm looking for, and I will run that prompt again with a little bit more instructions. Make the woman look like so and so, or I'll give it a reference image to work with, or I'll give it my actual photograph to work with to make her look a little bit more like me. And after about 20 minutes of working with the program to narrow down the image, then I take it to my drawing program, and then I tweak it by hand, and I edit the background, I make a thumbnail and everything. So it takes like half an hour to make a thumbnail for our videos. I put it up, and I get a lot of compliments on our thumbnails, but I also get some backlash from the AI haters. And it's always the same shit. It's always like, "You're stealing from the artist." I'm like, do you think Westek draws his thumbnails by hand? Like, are you insane? Do you know anyone who draws their thumbnails by hand? Like, drawing something by hand is an exquisite art form that costs a lot of money, takes a lot of talent, and takes a lot of time. For me to draw something like each of these thumbnails would take like 8 to 16 hours. It takes me 2 hours to put a video together.
AI is a force multiplier. There are people out there who have no skill that are using AI to come up with some things, but they still have no skill. They can't correct or adjust. Like, you could write software. If you know nothing about programming, you work at a McDonald's, you could have AI write a piece of software for you. But if that software doesn't work perfectly, you don't know what to do with it. Mm-hmm. Whereas I am a software developer, so I know, okay, this got me started, or it does like boilerplate stuff, and then I can tune it to do what I want it to do. Same thing with her and art. AI doesn't spit out perfect art. AI doesn't spit out perfect music. I understand music, so I have to do work with it afterward. But what it does is it takes the skills that I already have and makes them more powerful. If you don't have skills, 0 times 10 is 0. But if you're already at a 10, 10 times 10 is 100.
Yes, and in case you were talking specifically about tattoo designs, is it ethical to use AI for tattoo designs? I think so. I think so, because when I worked as a tattoo artist, well, I did all of my designs by hand and all very personal, but a lot of the tattoo artists that I knew didn't actually have any design skills. Like, they were good inkers, but they didn't have an imagination, and they didn't come up with really good designs for their clients. If they run that idea, if a client comes in and says, I want a unicorn that resembles my grandfather, you can actually punch in photos of the grandfather and some reference images of unicorns that you like into your AI system and say, produce a tattoo design that looks like these two creatures merged together, and it will give you enough to work with that the artist can tweak it and make it personal. Absolutely, it will help. In my case, I actually drew by hand my idea because I had a very clear idea of the key. So I sketched it in my digital program with a pencil, with a digital pencil, and I sent that to the artist, and then I took that sketch and I gave it to Midjourney, and I said, make variations of this, make it a little bit darker, make it a little bit smaller, insert a skull, And within minutes, I was able to have like 16 designs that I sent to my artist and said, here are some other renditions of this same design. Now, this only works if you're able to draw to begin with. Like, I couldn't explain. I actually tried. I tried explaining that idea to the AI, and it wasn't producing anything remotely close to what I had in my head. So I had to sit down and draw it. I spent, I don't know, 20 minutes drawing the original sketch and like editing it and trying to figure out the balance that I want and the style that I want. But if I had to draw all 16 of them, I would have been there all day. So for me to just draw one and give it to the machine and say, give me variations so that my artist gets the idea, it's a way of sharing ideas quickly for me.
When we get to the Borax place, we're going to switch to the phone again, but we're going to move further away from the vehicle. So I'm going to switch out to, instead of NDI, I'm going to switch out to SRT. Dude, it's so beautiful here. That pass, it's a 7-day pass. It cost me $30. That's the only pass they sell.
Okay.
But we have to have it. So since we'll be coming back within 7 days.
This is gorgeous.
Oh, this might be the best part of the journey out there. I'm so glad you guys are here with us.
So many colors. It looks, we have good lighting now too. It's not too stark. Geezer Dude says, I just bought Noodle's Mothman sweatshirt and I will be wearing on my night out to a garbage concert.
Nice.
Awesome.
Garbage. Awesome.
Very cool. ChatGPT created my YouTube logo, says Malcolm.
Very nice. When we get to, so last time when I was in SRT mode and moving away from the truck, you guys said that you weren't hearing audio. And we're still very confused by that because we're seeing that audio is coming into the laptop here, and therefore it should be going out to YouTube.
But we believe you, and we scrubbed back through the video. And
She
there was
witnessed
no
it as well, so I don't know what that might have been caused by. I don't know. I'm hoping that it just magically fixed itself.
Yeah.
Hope is not a strategy, but worst case scenario, you guys are going to get the visual tour. I mean, it worked initially because you heard the Trump alien thing inside the alien jerky. I don't know, maybe the aliens stole the audio channel.
Maybe. Alien voodoo. Well, it's goblins. Now we know it's goblins.
Now we know it's goblins, that's right.
They're saying, thank you for that. I think my opinion on AI is the same as yours.
Basically, anything you do in your life when you want to talk about ethics can come down to, as long as what you're doing doesn't harm another person, and harm, can be defined in many ways. Like if you're stealing from somebody by making it so that they don't get royalties for their hard work, then that's harm, even though it's not direct harm. But as long as what you're doing doesn't harm another person, then there's nothing wrong with it.
And also disclosure. Like, I'm not going to print an AI image on canvas and put it up in a gallery and sell it as my original painting. That's unethical. That's straight up lying. You don't do stuff like that. So as long as you're open about what you're using, like, it's a tool. Obviously, I don't need to put disclosure notes on thumbnails because nobody draws their thumbnails by hand.
Yeah, they're all using Canva or...
Yeah, so it's kind of obvious that it's digital art created in one form or another. But for things like tattoo designs, I think disclosure is very important. If you're working with a client, you let them know that I'm working with an AI program, because for some people it's important. They need to know if they're getting hand-drawn art or if they're getting a digital render by a machine. So as long as you're completely open about it, it's absolutely fine.
How many people are with us?
About 40.
Thank you, 40 people, for hanging out with us as we drive through Death Valley. I've never been through Death Valley.
This is
amazing.
like a different planet. This is now more like No Man's Sky than Fallout.
We just passed a sign that said 20 Mule Team Canyon. There is... I don't know if it's the Borax place that we're going, or if it was another mine that was too far away. We would have had to walk to it. But there was a mine. All of this is Borax country. So there was a mine that was pulling such heavy loads of borax out of the mine that they had mule teams that were 20 deep that were pulling these carts up out of the mine. So it's kind of what this area is known for, is the 20 mule teams.
And the area to the left of us, all of these colorful sands, are known as the Artist's Drive. It is known as the Artist's Drive because of all the different colors that are splattered on these rocks that look like paint.
Up ahead, we have those tour buses and a bunch of other people who appear to be going to that mule team place. Oh, and this might even be the overlook. I see people up top.
Yes.
This might be the overlook towards Devil's Hole.
Devil's Hole, that's right.
Let's see, this is
Satan's Circle.
Zabriskie Point. Okay, we're not stopping here. We're going to go past it.
It is quite popular. Ooh, that was a nice step.
We are in a national park, so there will be no drone flying. That is against the law, and as a licensed commercial drone operator, I am not allowed to break the law.
And the eye in the sky knows everything. So
Yeah.
you can't even be sneaky.
The reason that they don't let you fly drones here is because if your drone, crashed somewhere out there and like you went out there to get it, you're trudging across land that should be left untrudged upon.
Yes.
I wonder if that was the original slogan for the flag with the snake. Maybe it was "Don't trudge on me."
Don't trudge on me.
And they're like, "Nah, that's not really marketable. I think we
Don't
should
step on
use
snake."
tread. No step on snake."
No step on snake. much more catchy.
We just drove through a dip that has a wash on the left that fed over to the right, and I can see the signs of a recent flash flood.
Oh, wow.
This might have gotten flash flooding in that big storm that we got the other night.
And that's probably why the classy
Sandbags.
hotel there
Yeah.
has sandbags. They're saying, wow, I didn't know it was illegal to fly over national parks.
You cannot take off or land or fly over a national park area. And there's so they say fly over now because some people were taking off outside the national park and then flying into the national park and then flying back and then landing. But their concern is, what if you crash? Up ahead, you see that in Death Valley, in this desert, we actually have now this pocket of green. That tells you that there is water here, and this extends all the way up to my right. So there's an aquifer underneath this that has a non-trivial amount of water that's able to feed all of these acacia trees.
Plants will always tell you where the water is. We have special senses now tuned in to detect water movement, and water damage potential, since our house got washed away by the river in Chile.
Yeah.
So we are very familiar. Up ahead, as we make this turn, you guys will see all the colors in the rocks. That's why they call this the Artist's Drive. I see blue. Turquoise.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
We're about 3.5 miles from our destination at the Borax, whatever it was called, Borax Monkey Works or something. This is all, basically we're driving through a wash. When it floods, this whole area is unpassable.
Oh yes, and the energy in the car changes when we drive through places like these. If we were dogs, our ears would be back and our tails would be down. They're just like, respect. We're not meant to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, when water comes through here, water has the right of way.
It's a force of nature. Maroni Borax plant? Harmony Borax plant.
Harmony Borax Works, I
Harmony
think.
Borax palm trees. Now these are not native here. Somebody planted them.
So we have a nice
Inn.
Inn.
It's an inn.
The inn at Death Valley. I can just imagine like sitting around and being like, let's open a hotel in Death Valley.
Sounds like a great idea.
It actually looks super cool.
It looks amazing. It looks like some Arabic resort.
We are now at sea level. Not that long ago, maybe 15, 20 minutes ago, we were at 3,000 feet. And if you see up above, we are at sea level now, and up ahead of us is another couple hundred feet lower than where we are. So that's the whole thing about Death Valley. There's another dry lake bed over there to the left.
You are a little bit in shadow now. You can be lighter.
I can be lighter?
Yeah. Oh, you're okay now.
Is that good?
Yes, that's
Okay.
good.
So this, at the foot of these mountains, another dry lake bed, or playa. So Death Valley is below sea level, and that's why it gets really freaking hot here.
Yeah, it's called
New Orleans
Death
is
Valley
also
'cause
below
you
sea
die.
level.
Oh yeah, and it gets flooded every year. Whose great idea was that?
Look at this yellow over here.
It's very colorful. That's another thing about the desert. It is surprisingly colorful.
All right, we are going to pass through Furnace Creek. There is a charging stop here, but we're actually going to go past it, and we're going to go to the Borax site, and then we will leave you, come back, charge, and then start another stream when we get back out on the road.
That's right. More palm trees means another resort or inn or something.
You just saw the sign, Furnace Creek. We are now 190 feet below sea level.
Wow, that's so weird.
That is weird.
It's unnatural.
The ranch at Death Valley. We should come stay out here.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, we have satellite internet. Like, we could just work from here. Bring the dogs.
Yeah.
Hang out. Is that a drive-in? There's like tons of parking over there. It looks like a drive-in, but that can't be a drive-in. There's no screen.
I don't see a screen. I see little cabanas.
That might,
There is
maybe that used to be a drive-in.
Maybe. I think there's only one drive-in left in this country, and it's the one we saw the YouTube video about.
Right.
There's a couple that run a drive-in theater, and
In Pennsylvania, I think. It's the oldest drive-in theater in the United States.
Pennsylvania or Connecticut. And it's super cute, and they run it all year round. They run it in winter as well, which is very unusual.
Overflow
for
parking
drive-ins.
for what?
But right?
There's overflow parking for we're in
Something.
freaking Death Valley.
They
There's
say-
nothing here.
It says campground. There's a satellite antenna over there.
Definitely don't need overload.
Lots of dead trees. Look at all these dead trees.
Yeah.
Now it looks like the green place in Fury Road. Watch out for crows. But that drive-in, the YouTube video was like, this drive-in makes so-and-so, and it
makes
like
$500,000 a year.
$500,000 a
It's
year.
run by 2 people. We're like, wow, that seems like a good business.
Yeah, but when you watch the video, you realize that they barely break even.
It makes $500,000 a year gross, and then they have expenses of about $470,000 a year. So between the two of them, they take home $30,000 a year.
And they work so hard.
And they work there 7 days a week. They have staff and stuff like that who are paid for as part of the expenses.
They don't, like, it seems like a nice laid-back job, but they have a lot to take care of. They do everything by hand. They decorate for whatever season or occasion. If a new movie comes out, they decorate for that movie. And they have to manage the food and manage the clients that everyone behaves and whatnot. And they basically only make profit 1 month out of the year. But they keep the show going. It's a family business. So we decided we will not be starting a drive-in theater business. We will stick to YouTube.
Okay, up ahead, you can
What is
see
that?
what remains of the... Oh, nice. It let me actually pause. That's cool. So it's not going to yell at me if I go off the route. So this is the Harmony Borax mining something or other. I'm not really sure what it was. But you have a few structures. There's one to the right that hopefully you can still see.
Yes, they can.
And then I'm going to make a turn to the left and you'll be able to see them up ahead. And we will attempt to walk up there.
I will stay in the car, and I will stay with them on the chat just in case we don't have sound.
Okay, I should have brought radios. I thought about it and I was like, no, we'll have cell phones. But radios would have been awesome so you could tell me
Yes.
whether or not things worked. Okay, I'm going to park in such a way that you guys can see this. I'm actually going to just take up as many parking places as I feel like because
How
there's nobody
about
here.
if it does work, I'll honk once. If they have sound, I'll honk once. If you hear nothing, means there's no sound.
Well, I'm taking y'all on an adventure anyway, so...
Yes, be prepared. Audio may go away. I will stay with you here in the truck, and I will be chatting with you in the chat, typing. If there's no audio, we apologize, but you should still get a very interesting picture. Durbin says we have a drive-in near our house, and we do go there sometimes. I wonder if it's the
That was
drive-in
super
from
confusing.
our video.
I took out the wrong microphone bag and I opened it up and there were no microphones in there and I was like, wait a minute, there's supposed to be microphones in there. Well, it's because they're attached to the cameras. That's the wrong bag.
Okay, turn around, go back home, get radios. No.
There we go. There's the other microphone bag.
It's like, oh, left my nail file at home. Can we go back?
That out. We're gonna take that out.
I haven't been to a drive-in since I was a kid. I've never been to a drive-in. It is my dream to go to a drive-in theater.
Oh, I'll try to take you to a drive-in sometime.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'd be great. I saw the drive-in theater in the movie Twister, which was one of my first favorite movies ever. And ever since then, I've been obsessed with drive-in theaters, but they don't seem to exist anywhere anymore.
Yeah, because nobody makes money. Like, why would you do that?
But they look like loads of fun. Oh, I see an old choo-choo train.
Okay, so the one honk means it is working, right?
One honk means it is working, yes.
Okay.
Love Twister, yes. Such a great movie. And surprisingly, we liked Twisters, the new one. I think they did a very good job of creating a new story, as well as honoring the original. So they could have taken the ending a little further. A little bit. They never even kiss. And that's wrong. They kiss in the original. Nice people talking about drive-ins. They love them. It would be a cool movie to see in the drive-in too, Twister.
Twister in a drive-thru?
Yeah, Twister in a drive-thru would be super cool. Then they have a scene where the drive-thru theater gets taken by a Twister. The entire screen gets taken. In a car club I was in, they made a drive-in movie theater with a concrete support under a bridge and a projector. And at night they watched the Fast and the Furious films. That's so cool. Great.
One thing that might be a problem is we probably don't have... Oh, we have 0 cell service.
Oh no!
Shoot. Yeah, so this is not going to work.
No cell service.
Okay, well, with no cell service, there's no point in me even walking up there.
Can we get any closer in the vehicle?
No. You have to
Okay.
you have to walk the trail.
Can you give me a phone so I can zoom?
Yes, we can
I
zoom.
want to show them the choo-choo train.
Okay, I can make zooming happen. Let me switch back to Wi-Fi and then NDI. Camera. And
When?
also out of focus. Super duper out of focus. Like really badly out of focus. Why is this so out of focus? There we go. And if we zoom, oh, that's an optical zoom. At 10x, that's really bad. At 5x, that's really bad. At 2x, that's still quite bad. Yeah, I mean, like, while we can zoom in, it's... Okay, here, go ahead.
Roaming?
Roaming NDI.
NDI. There it is, the choo-choo train.
And what remains of the Harmony Borax works. I'm sorry that I can't take you guys up there in person. But as you see, we would have to walk, and there is no coverage. I can make this bigger. As big as it's going to get.
It's quite big.
Yeah, because it's actually really far away.
It's very far away. They saw how far away it is. They probably didn't even know that was there. It was so tiny on the screen before. They're saying cool.
Yeah. And then back over there, there's another little what remains of something. Nice of them to block it off. Sorry, this is crooked too. I'm not really sure why the gimbal is wacky. And then if I zoom out, you can see this majestic landscape that we have. Just unreal. And back behind Noodle, you have like this yellow dust stuff. This stuff is just amazing. In fact, let me get out really quick and I'll just give you guys a panorama. I think I can turn on my mic. I don't know if you have audio or not, but like this is all. Alright, you can switch off of it.
And there was even sound.
There was sound.
Yes.
That's interesting.
As they even recited back what you were telling about the mountains. Proves that they can hear you. And now they're screaming Bat Country.
Okay, I want to see. So now I've switched out to the mic. Was there wind noise in the sound? It'll take them 10 seconds to hear that question and to answer. Because now I have the mic on, and so I'm going to go back out, and I want to know if the sound is better.
This is for science.
I also want to know. I'm going to walk out. I want to know how far I get before you can't.
Okay, so I'll honk when it disappears.
Just like yell. Yelling is nicer than honking. Just like say that's far enough or something.
Okay.
So first of all, do you see the levels moving for the Demon NDI, right? Okay. I'm still walking. And I'm actually really far away from the truck, which is that truck right there. Is it still? I can't see her. Oh, I got a thumbs down. Okay. So I can get, I don't know, 100 feet or so from the truck. I'll put myself in the view. We're going to go charge. I'm going to get back in the truck, and we will leave you guys here while we go charge. But first, I want to show you our awesome little streaming setup that we've got inside the truck, because it's kind of ridiculous. So I'm going to mute this when I get up to the truck so that there's no echo. and then you'll hear me. This is what you guys are watching on. I have a camera now attached to the front of the vehicle with triple suction cups, so he doesn't go anywhere, because that's like $2,000 worth of camera right there. And then here we have Miss Noodle Pants inside the truck.
Here I am.
And this is her command station, where she has the laptop, the
This is
phone.
where I talk with you guys.
Yeah, so she, when I say like check stuff, she's watching it there. She's got the chat going here. She like typey types there.
I have my
This is how she controls what scene is active. So when I say like switch to roaming, or whatever, and then that's the app that she's using, Atlas Obscura, to. I should probably mute here because you can hear me. Probably echo. So Atlas Obscura that tells her, you know, what's nearby and stuff, and then that's her camera, and over there is my camera, and the camera that's on the front is usually attached to that ball joint thing right there. Yeah, that one. And then usually there are dogs in the back seat, but today there are not. Okay, I'm assuming I'm in the frame.
You are in the frame.
So we will leave you here, fine friends, and we're gonna go charge. Probably grab a quick bite to eat, because there's no way that I'm gonna make it another like 2.5 hours so we get to whatever that diner, that bakery was, but we will get there. We'll see you in a few minutes. Well,
Bye.
a few minutes-ish.